Are we on? Yep. Loading in. What's up, fam? I know we are on not the usual day. Yesterday was not as planned as I would generally have it, but no big deal. We're gonna get into Ace Combat 6 today. I'll make a quick edit here. Bear with me. Let me add in. It's always so difficult figuring out how to manage your things. Currently live. Oh, like that. I spelled liberation wrong on my. Alright, let's do that. Put that in there. Scroll this down. Playthroughs. Not for kids. No fake footage. Comments. Hold nothing. Save. Alright, close this out. Open this up. Alright. Life update. Took the tint off my car. I got 7 signatures for notarizing in support of all window tint colors, North Dakota. I'm on a 16-day vacation, baby. I think I got 15 more days left. It's 44 days until the new year, which means it's like 35 days until Christmas. So that means we got three more weeks, 4 more weeks. That'd be 5 more weeks. We'll probably have 5 more lives the rest of the year. That's cool. And not sure what game to do after this one. This one came to me last second. I was gonna do GameCube Spyro, but I decided on this one. So without further ado, let's get into it. I'm not gonna say a whole lot on this one. This one I kind of just want to play and hang out with it.
I walk on. I am unable to think. I am empty.
They took out King's Bridge! Air Defense Command has ordered an evacuation. You've been ordered to give up Grace Maria. You've got to be nuts! Listen! The plan is to withdraw, meet up with all remaining forces from each area. All stricken team members assemble for takeoff. For the glory of our country, then regroup for a counterattack.
You have to leave now. As far away from here as you can. They're coming from the sky.
Launch, go side to all forces. We must implement an emergency reformation. Coordinate team, thought you could use some cover. What's this? Missiles. Let's do this, Garuda 1. Use everything you've got.
Hello to all American Air Force pilots.
Hurry, time's running out. Attack request, roger.
I don't know a whole lot about war.
Go side, there's some interference.
Gorgeous intro. One of the best intros of games. That one's up there with like watching like Halo or Gears of War intro.
Here we go.
Got everything?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Here, honey. An offering for the king.
See you later, Mom.
Listen to your teacher, okay? And, give the king my best.
Dance with an angel, Mom.
Yeah. Maybe we'll tango today instead of waltz. That's our way of saying goodbye. My husband is an Air Force pilot and refers to fighter planes as angels. When he'd go on a mission that kept him away from home, I'd tell him in frustration to go dance with his angels. Matilda grew up hearing this, and now she uses it all the time. There's a nice view of the King's Bridge from our house. That iron giant is the pride of Grace Maria, our capital city. In the old quarter of the city beyond the bridge, you can make out an ancient castle, which is even more famous than the bridge. My daughter Matilda is going there on a field trip today. In the throne room rests the Golden King. He's been smiling for a good 600 years now. The king was a gentle person who was a bit on the small side, but he crafted a giant suit of armor that convinced his enemies to surrender without a single fight. Afterwards, they found such warmth in his smile that they bowed down to him in humility. Anyway, that's how the story goes. His smiling face still touches the hearts of our people. The very face my daughter and the others got on a bus to see this morning. The song on the radio seems to be a perfect match for the sunny weather. I have no idea what's happening. That awful sound and the shaking. Was that a blast of wind from an explosion? The castle disappeared behind a pillar of flame.
Attention all pilots. Our capital city, Grace Maria, is under attack by unknown aircraft. Damage from the attacks is widespread throughout the city. All planes scramble and intercept all threats immediately.
team, time to take off.
They took out King's Bridge! Who's attacking? What the hell is going on? Control, get those planes out fast! Roger that. Preparing for takeoff.
It's a beautiful black plane compared to the gray backdrop of everything else.
Talisman and Garuda 2 Shamrock. We are currently in a state of emergency. Our nation is under attack by unknown forces. Do whatever you can to fend off the invasion.
Garuda 2, roger that. Garuda 1, you call the shots.
This is Commander Winthrop of the 15th Squadron. The enemy is expanding its field of attack. Stay alert.
Garuda 1, there's too many of them. Use your SP weapon.
Game's over.
All ships determining enemy forces over the bay. Missiles and gunners are ready for battle.
Focus all anti-aircraft fire on those bombers. Don't let them get any closer.
We interrupt this program for an emergency news report. Grace Marion is currently under attack by unidentified aircraft. The damage apparently extends throughout the entire capital.
We've got an ID on the invaders. We're engaged with the Estovakian military.
The Estovakians? My God, it's been in shambles for years. Looks like they finally snapped.
I'll always be bound to hell. You're totally useless now. The Estovakian threat level has been reduced. We should be able to hold out against them.
Garuda 1, we've almost got them. Let's do this one plane at a time.
Force out there. Stick with close-range targets and run them down.
Watch out! The enemy has a lock on you!
Talisman is locked on. Box 3.
That's it. Let's get this over with quick. This one's mine.
Radar lock.
Fox 2, Fox 2.
My God, I am having a rough time right now with real life barrel rolling and all that. It is not. This is not the same like it is when I play crew. I can handle that. This is.
Enemy kill confirmed.
Yeah, that's a no for me.
That's what I like to hear. Our Air Force is holding down the enemy. Keep it up.
The Estovakian threat level is even lower now. Drive them out of Ameria.
I got the Strigan team. We are prepared to launch. Strigan leader to Agayan. We will commence mission operations once your delivery is complete. Attention all aircraft. We are ready for Nimbus launch. Begin the countdown. Booster ignition complete. Launch in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Fire! Engage the enemy at will following Nimbus impact. Finish them off.
What's this?
Number 3, your radio's down. Number 3, where are you? Somebody in a cruise missile just dead in midair. Half our planes have been wiped off the radar.
What the hell was that? Where are they coming from?
Enemy cruise missile incoming.
Those are no ordinary cruise missiles. Evade like hell if you want out of this alive.
up with all remaining forces from each area, then regroup for a counterattack. We can't afford to lose you. Follow the order.
This is Garuda 2 to Garuda 1. We really should get out of here.
Garuda team, you're about to exit the combat zone. Maintain your course west to leave the airspace.
Target fuel confirmed. I can't figure these guys out.
Garuda team, you've made it out of the combat zone. Head for the rendezvous point.
I promise we'll be back for you. Just a little longer. I promise.
Our military has escaped destruction because of your valiant efforts on the battlefield. But our capital, Grace Maria, has been temporarily occupied by Estavakian forces, and our central government has been usurped by them as well. The nation of Estavakia had declared war with our country as it simultaneously launched a surprise attack on Grace Maria. In response, the Republic of Emeria's Political Council unanimously adopted a resolution of open war against the Federal Republic of Estavakia. Our forces remaining on the Emerian mainland are still fighting in desperation to protect our country. Once our intelligence has been sorted and confirmed, the Republic of Emeria's armed forces must immediately regroup and counterattack against the Federal Republic of Estavakia. The beautiful country of Emeria belongs to us, and only us, the Emerian people.
Fire and smoke rises from the city before me. The King's Bridge is gone. Oh no. No! I vaguely hear a scream of terror that sounds much like my own voice from afar. I feel as though the Golden King's gentle smile is moving farther away from me. Every now and then, I tell my daughter the story of the night some years ago. A night when the sky was radiant with shooting stars. That night, your father and I made countless wishes together. An asteroid called Ulysses came into Earth's orbit and disintegrated into millions of pieces, which poured down on the land below. As we watched the shooting stars that night, fragments from the asteroid rained down on our eastern neighbor, Estavakia, damaging a great deal of their infrastructure and devastating their economy. Soon after, the news reported that their nation had fallen into a civil war, one that would last for years. Eventually, the internal strife was brought to an end when the generals came into power. In the midst of hardship, the citizens of Estavakia were convinced that the only way they could recover as a nation was to rely on a military government led by these generals. Before long, they went so far as to invade our nation, the Republic of Emeria. Our military was forced to retreat to Kesid, an island far to the west. My husband, a fighter pilot, also hasn't come home since. I walk on. I am unable to think. All I can do is follow the others. Ever since we came to the twisted remains of my daughter's school bus, my soul has left me. I am empty. Some of our tanks are parked at the approach to the bridge.
There's a train still running on the other side of the river. She goes all the way out to the edge of the border. We've got to blast this bridge before the enemy gets a hold of it. So move it or lose it, people.
Here I see the wreckage of a jet that was shot down. On what's left of the nose, I can make out some writing. Melissa. It's my name. What a cruel twist of fate for me to see this. My pilot husband, who had left for work that day with the same loving look on his face as always. He had painted my name on his angel. I go into the crowd on the train and endure 2 weeks of pure hell before finally ending up at a refugee camp at the border. I don't know any of the names on the list. My compatriots, who have now become refugees, gather around a single radio to listen to the broadcast. Even though the station is broadcasting out of Grace Maria, occupying forces have taken complete control of the airwaves. The enemy must have completely overtaken our capital, Grace Maria.
And although newer parts of the city have suffered considerable damage, the castle and a significant section of the old quarter have escaped relatively unscathed.
However, the announcer went on to say that our castle was robbed of countless antiquities that once were elaborately displayed in our castle. Stripped bare.
As the Slovakian military, it is our sworn duty to govern this crumbling nation and get it back on its feet, starting right here in Grace Maria. I found a group of street children in front of the central station here, where the area has literally been reduced to a slum. Step on up here, little girl. What do you have to say about all this?
Go dance with the angels, mister.
My ears were not deceiving me. That voice belonged to my daughter, Matilda.
Man, it's been a long time since I watched these cutscenes. What a trip. I felt my eyes water up, man. That was a lot.
I am Lieutenant Colonel Wojciech of the Slovakian Air Force. I arrived on a train to Grace Maria. To my detriment, I sustained a leg injury in the early stages of the war, relegating me to ground duty. I am now working as an intelligence officer for the Air Force. The ceiling has collapsed in the central station. From there, the city appears resigned to its fate beneath the Slovakian flag. What a pitiful sight. But at least there are no craters to mar the land. They are lucky in that sense. There goes my spare clothing. They will not be so lucky with these documents. What a miserable city this must be, with their children in such a state. The fine works of art, once displayed in this castle, were completely gone before the occupation forces arrived. Even the ancient armor of the Golden King, the collective heart and soul of the city's people, along with the crown, have disappeared without a trace. I must relay this unfortunate information back to the generals in my country. They were quite fond of those antiquities.
A large-scale formation of Estovakian bombers is heading toward Vitose, the city here on the island of Kazit. The enemy's plotting to storm Campania Airport, where our military is stationed, to stamp us out and put an end to this thing. Enemy bombers are approaching Vitose from the north. Our advance team estimates they'll be above the city in about 15 minutes. Air units are to cooperate with our radar facilities and resume operations. An enemy takeover of Vitose would mean the ultimate destruction of our country, Emeria, and of our Emerian people. Intercept them at once.
Changed it back because I can't handle it. It's too much for me, but that's all right. We'll make it happen.
Should I select? How about my weaponry? Are we ready? Garuda team, time to take off.
Those bombers have passed through the mountains and are still on course for Vitose. They're here. Head back to the base if you need supplies. You can land there at any time.
Takeoff complete. Good luck out there.
Garuda team, a formation of enemy bombers is on its way to Vitose. Take them out.
Fight, good fight, Trust. We're already home.
This territory is all we've got left. Garuda team, it's in your hands. We've got to intercept those bombers. Stay within range of the radar facility. That should give you the upper hand in battle.
Look at all that smoke.
They're under attack on the front line. Our air defense network won't last much longer. Where are the enemy bombers?
Garuda team, have you located the enemy bombers? Has taken our last breath. Fox 2 within the radar facility's ESO range, ready to receive fire.
We have radar lock on. More enemy bombers detected on radar. It looks like another formation.
Watch out! The enemy has a lock on you! Good work! Garuda 2, roger that.
Garuda 1, ESM is active. Garuda 1, Fox 2. Fourth enemy bomber confirmed down. Keep up the good work.
This one's mine.
Fifth enemy bombers on its way down. This way we'll get 'em all. How many will we do left? Stay in formation.
Bombers are still incoming. Stay sharp.
Ah, he evaded. Careful now. The enemy has you on radar.
Lost my rocket.
Sweet.
Fox 3.
Sixth enemy bomber is down. Was that the last of them? At base number 7. Micah. Damn, this is bad.
Bomber number 8 confirmed down.
Ninth bomber down.
All enemy bombers have been eliminated. We somehow plucked every last one of them.
Enemy bomber formation is confirmed down. I have to say you handled things well.
Hoping all that praise on us has got me a little too red in the face to go back home.
Roger that, Avalanche. I'll just report you as gunned down and missing in action.
That's pretty harsh, Ghost Eye.
All planes, it's time to get on home now. Try and make it back for supper.
The enemy bombers have been intercepted. Enemy aircraft around the Kesed perimeter have been significantly weakened. Our forces have taken advantage of this opportunity to arrange a swift counterattack. We expect the best from you.
My daughter is alive somewhere in Grace Maria. It took me days to get here. Days of walking. But I know this road ends somewhere up ahead. There was no need to think about how to cross the river. Didn't that soldier on the tank say they were going to destroy this bridge before the enemy came?
Our girl here is literally walking back to Grace
I
Maria.
start to feel as if things never go as they are said to.
You've been ordered to start the mission now. The interception op was a success. Enemy air units around Kesed have been weakened. And the Republic of Ameria's military has taken full advantage of this prime opportunity to initiate a counterattack operation with all forces participating. Enemy forces have established a wide-scale defensive line around Sipley Field, consisting largely of tank battalions. Our ground forces are set up to cross the river and penetrate it, and eventually regain control of Kesed. Garuda team, we need you to support our advancing ground units and eliminate all enemy forces. Multiple units will be simultaneously carrying out various operations on the ground. Pay attention to the airspace above each operation area and provide support as needed. This must be the first time you've ever participated in a mission of this scale. The battle simulator is a good way to get some practical experience under your belt. Godspeed.
How about my weaponry? Garuda 1, which plane should I select? How about my weaponry? Are we ready to fly? How about my weaponry? Garuda 1, which plane should I select? How about my... Are we ready? Garuda team, time to take off.
They say 10 about to make a mess of them, and they don't even know what's about to happen.
Ghost Eye to all forces. We're about to engage enemy units on the other side of the river from multiple angles.
This is Warlock Battalion. We'll be keeping the central unit occupied. Fox Battalion here. We're set up to hit all enemy units on the east side. Stuckers here. We've got the west side covered.
Garuda team, provide cover for our troops on the ground and eliminate all Estovakian ground forces. Choose any area you want to cover. Cross the return line if you need supplies. It's at the south end of the airspace.
You've got way more guys than us. Great confidence booster, huh? Let's get on it, Garuda 1.
Did you know that 90% of our operational forces are out on the battlefield? I love it. It's the bet of a lifetime.
Use the Operation ID device when the battle gets too heavy. Your radar display can be toggled for each operation.
Fox 2. Guess those operations rely on the Air Force's close air support. Still gunners here. Moving to engage the enemy across the river. Requesting support. Listen, Warlock, we're about to contain the main enemy forces across the river. Blast the hell out of anything that moves. That's the area where there was an explosion. Main forces still attacked at the top. We confirm self-propelled artillery across the river.
Don't let enemy forces reach Warlock Battalion. Take them out before they cross the bridge.
Get ready on the Yellow Jacket. They've got too many anti-aircraft guns. We can't get in close enough. Don't let up. We must keep them back at all costs. We don't have much time. All tanks, make quick work of these guys. Enemy forces are down to 50%. Keep it up. Fighter pilots, do you read me? Those are some fancy moves. Now take out the rest like that. Enemy forces collapse. That's our chance. All tanks, focus your fire straight ahead. We're gonna take that gun site. This is Quox. Advancing to engage enemy across the river. Do me a favor and take care of any little guys trying to get in our way. We can provide ground assistance with your range for ESM.
Quox Battalion is a small-scale unit. Don't let the enemy surround them. They'll need the best backup you've got to offer.
Yes. Looks like they've got some anti-aircraft guns in the mix. Better go in ready for anything. Finish them off before they cross the bridge. Better take them all out at once. Anti-aircraft guns. Get with the program. Shoot those planes out of the sky. About half the enemy forces are down. I don't think they'll be getting in any further. Our firepower is far superior to theirs. This is a disgrace to our country. Damn that fire plane. We'll get you down. Keep on firing. Get to our base of the main battalion's up next. The Stowies have no skills. This'll be a walk in the park. Aim for the small ones first and let the Air Force deal with the sky. All pists are down. Get moving. We'll make our lives easy, Air Force. This is Quox, preparing to engage central enemy from the east.
Roger, Quox. Garuda team, move on to a different unit.
We've taken control of the gun site. Thanks for the air support. Those guys are reliable. Steel gunners here, ready to attack main enemy forces from the west.
Enemy forces have been dealt a heavy blow. All planes, move into action against any forces still remaining.
They're not going anywhere. I won't let them get away. Talisman, don't go thinking we can win this war all by ourselves. If the enemy becomes more than you can handle, Don't be afraid to request allied support.
Just cross over the safety line and head back to base if you need supplies. Half of the remaining enemy forces are down.
We're halfway there.
Not many Scoobies left out here. All planes, we're almost done. Don't get shot.
This area has been cleared of enemy forces. Mission complete. Get back to base.
Looks like I won the bet.
That's one step closer to Grace Maria. Garuda 1, I've got a hunch we'll be going home a lot sooner with you on board. I'm counting on you, Talisman.
Ghost Eye.
Thanks to your efforts, we have completed this mission successfully. Emirian forces were able to extend to the center of Kesid, expanding their power in the region. Estavakian forces were driven off the front line and have retreated to Bartolomeo Fortress, which is located in the center of the island. This mission should have given them a good taste of what our forces are capable of. Soon, we'll be able to drive all Estavakian forces out of Kesid.
This guy's up next, huh? Hope he's happy with my name, rank, number, and birthday. 'Cause that's all he's gonna get out of me. He's all skin and bones, with eyes like a hawk. But that badge, and the cane. Old Hawkeye's here must have broken his wings in combat. Hey, look at me. I'm no different. The sky I took for granted now seems so far away. Now that my little adventure here with Hawkeyes is over, all that awaits me is a prison cell.
These prisoners have lost their will to fight. The American military administration is broken. They have nobody in power to provide the support they need. It's only a matter of time before they collapse.
So he thinks he don't know we about to turn around and take back that homeland.
The final remnant of Estavakian forces on this island is concentrated on Mount Marcello in northern Kesid. The enemy is mainly distributed throughout this mountainous area, with Bartolomeo Fortress as its center of operations. Providing a variety of high-level defensive measures and offensive might, this fortress also boasts strong anti-air capabilities. Our ground unit in this mission is to split into two groups, to the east and west, along with an air unit mainly providing ESN, which gives us 3 units in total. Garuda team, we need you to cover each of these units in whichever order you feel is necessary. The situation will change depending on which turn a particular battle takes. You'll need to keep close tabs on the combat situation of each unit to successfully complete this mission. Our forces on the mainland are scattered and desperate, doing all they can to protect our nation. We need you to help guarantee their success on this mission. And success on this mission is measured by how much support you can provide them with.
should I pick? How about my weapon talisman? Which plane should I pick? How about my weaponry? Are we ready to...
Garuda team, time to take off.
This is Ghost Eye to all planes. Initiate invasion of Bartolomeo Fortress.
This is Warlock. We've got the west route to the fortress. Clark's battalion here. We'll advance from the east. This is Snake Pit. Electronic support plane. Moving to support ground forces.
Garuda team, I need you to provide backup for each battalion. Begin operation.
Don't bunch up. We need to stay spread
Warlock
out.
Battalion is heading for the first checkpoint at a steady pace. Garuda team, back up the Warlock Battalion. Use the Operation ID device when the battle gets too heavy. Your radar display can be toggled for each operation.
Enemy's got a SAM locked onto you. Shamrock's engaging.
Anti-aircraft gun taken out.
Time for some high-lit from above.
Garuda 1, ESM is active.
Roger that. You can count on me.
Electronic support plane. I'm approaching the visual checkpoint.
Garuda team, give Snake Pit some cover. Walks Battalion is approaching the first checkpoint now.
Number 3 is down.
Warlock Battalion is approaching the first checkpoint now. Garuda team, the Warlock Battalion needs cover. Garuda team, give Walks Battalion a hand. Walks Battalion has arrived at the first checkpoint. Warlock Battalion has arrived at the first checkpoint.
Enemy chopper unit confirmed. We'll need an air unit to take it out for us. Protect the front of the line while you advance. Brace yourselves. This isn't gonna be a walk in the park. Push it, push it.
Enemy facility was destroyed.
Fired.
Take me off. Point me in the right direction. I'll play range without getting a shot.
Ground target destroyed.
Missile closing in. Watch out for the shockwave. Switching to infrared surveillance.
Talisman is locked on.
Anti-aircraft gun destroyed.
Keep providing cover for Snake Pit.
I might not make it. He's still on me.
Watch out. They've got a lock on you from the ground.
Walks Battalion is heading for the second checkpoint at a steady pace.
Box 2.
Missile strike confirmed. Warlock Battalion is heading for the second checkpoint at a steady pace.
Damn it, they fired a missile at me.
Anti-aircraft gun taken out.
Evaded my missile. Turn.
Missile struck target.
Fox 2.
Warlock Battalion is a little over halfway to the objective point. Just a little longer. Warlock Battalion is approaching the second checkpoint now. Enemy facility was destroyed. Talisman is locked on. Warlock Battalion has arrived at the second checkpoint. The mission is going as planned. We're about halfway to the objective. Target hit. The armored train is out of commission. Nice work. Garuda team, provide support for Quox Battalion. Quox Battalion is approaching the second checkpoint now. Quox Battalion has arrived at the second checkpoint. Anti-aircraft gun taken out. Missile strike confirmed. Talisman is locked on.
That was fast, Talisman.
Enemy facility taken out.
Enemy's got a SAM locked onto you.
We've made it to the objective point. Mission accomplished. Extra support. Hey, Paul, give us an headquarters by HFT's
Ground target has been eliminated.
on my tail.
Talisman, don't be afraid to request allied support.
Connecting ESM for Garuda 1. Quox Battalion has arrived at the objective point. Mission accomplished. All planes, move on to the enemy fortress. Ground unit, continue engagement.
Roger. Talisman, it's time to mop the floor.
Two unknown enemy fighters have been detected. Two enemy fighters approaching.
Roger. Initiating sweep.
Reaper's Emblem. Those are the aces who attacked Grace Maria.
There's only two of them. Now's our chance to take them out.
Missile was evaded.
What's going on below?
Garuda 1, ESM is active. Enemy fortress threat level has been reduced. Garuda team, don't let your guard down. Fire. Anti-aircraft gun destroyed.
I totally crashed into the ground. I would have been so dead. I love how unrealistic it is when you run. can't die.
Level is even lower now. Maintain current level of engagement.
Gorilla team, we're in good shape now. Let's turn this place out. Those damn Americans. They don't know where they're being.
Garuda 1 launched missile.
Lock on.
We have radar lock on. Enemy chopper down.
Watch out! We've got a lock on you from the ground.
Missile launched. Enemy facility taken out. The enemy fortress has just about had it. Our ground unit almost has it under control.
Look at all these guys just chilling out down here. What's up, foes? Get 'em.
Our
Easy.
self-propelled artillery has moved into engagement.
We don't need them.
The Bartolomeo fortress is under our control. Nice work, Garuda team.
Gorilla team, you guys work too hard. You're stealing all our thunder. American scum. It's no time to celebrate. We'll crush you in due time.
Oh man,
We have
trying to get
successfully retaken
total
Bartolomeo
S on these
Fortress.
things. Ridiculous.
With the successful execution of this mission, American forces have regained complete control of Kesset Island. A plan to retake the mainland is now in the works. We're about to get into some serious combat.
Our post at the Iron Bridge was shot to hell by enemy aircraft. Those ever so helpful choppers were nice enough to wait until the last second to come bail us out of that death trap. The three of us are all that's left of our company. Sergeant Torch is our driver. He never knows when to shut up. Sergeant Hobsbawm, who never says a damn thing, mans the gun. And I'm Sergeant McKnight, the captain. Since we're all sergeants, we had to draw straws for the captain's seat. And the winner is yours truly. I'd live sweet and easy on this island for the rest of my days if I could. The flyboys, on the other hand, are workaholics. They drove a whole mess of enemy troops off this rock. And that's why we're holed up in this damn landing ship playing five-card stud. I don't know what those flyboys are trying to pull, but this is the worst landing operation I've ever heard of. I always knew Donnie had sticky fingers. Apparently he was robbing banks before he joined the service. What an idiot.
Come on, just hear me out. About 5 years ago, before I joined the military, I was digging a tunnel straight towards Grace Maria's central bank when...
Donnie says the Estavakians haven't been able to get the safe open yet.
1 foot short of the wall.
He also says he dug an underground tunnel that got him within a few feet of the vault. Is this guy for real? But if he really dug a tunnel that close to the vault, I just want to know one thing. What the hell are we still doing here? Once we're back on the mainland, we've got to get to that bank before the Estavakians get their filthy paws on our loot. What do we got to lose?
It's like beating them to eat your own money.
I'm about to go over the mission contents. Finally, the day is near. We have organized enough troops and intelligence to retake the mainland. Soon the American military will initiate an operation designed to take back the American mainland. Our forces on the mainland are growing more exhausted as each day passes. If we don't act soon, they will be wiped out completely. Our bridgehead for disembarking troops on the mainland will be established at Rargon Beach on the western tip of Ania. We're sending in units by air and sea. This is going to be a large-scale mission, so do all you can to see it through to the end. This mission will be divided into multiple.
We have 66 total people, and they have 339 of the 339, 89 targets. That's crazy.
Our hovercraft unit needs support in order to bring in the landing unit safely and for taking over points on the ground. Our fleet needs support in order to thoroughly defeat enemy forces close to the sea or in the vicinity of oil fields. It would be to our advantage if you could rush to various attack points and take them out before our units have to deal with them. Swift and accurate execution is extremely important in this mission in order to gain a secure foothold. Don't hold back. Show us what you're made of out there.
Yeah, you know, this might be one of those ones where I feel like using this thing.
Tell us, which plane should I pick? How about my weaponry? Are we ready?
Garuda team, time to
Yeah,
take
that
off.
sounds good. I like that. Let's actually start on this side, shall we?
Take a look. It's the mainland.
Ghost Eye to all forces. We're about to start the landing operation.
This is Warlock Battalion. We'll be disembarking on the central coast to take over a stretch of land there.
Fox Battalion here. We're set to disembark on the west side. Take control of Artara and have enough of you to take the airport behind us.
This is flagship Marigold of the 2nd Fleet. We are set to destroy the enemy fleet positioned near those oil facilities close to the sea.
Garuda team, your job is to eliminate any threats posed to our forces in each of these combat zones. Begin operation.
This is Quark's Battalion. Moving to disembark and take control of Artara. Garuda team, take out any Stobies in our way. This is Yellow Jacket. We'll be flying escort for the transport choppers. Special cargo unit moving to recapture airport. Garuda team, we need you to deal with anything in our way. We're killed out on the landing point. All personnel prepare to disembark.
Warlock Battalion preparing to disembark. We've only taken light damage. Let's get this party started.
DJ said, good for him.
Advance forward and form a line. I'd like to give a shout out to our brave armed forces fighting on our behalf here in American Independence Radio. Awaiting for orders. Our transport chopper is about to fly over Ortara. Destroy any anti-aircraft artillery you can find in the vicinity.
We'll disembark to take over the coast. Air units, we're
Appreciate that, Warlock. Boy, open up ESM.
Armored vehicle destroyed. About half the enemy forces are down. Looks like this will be an easy ride for our forces coming ashore.
Can't you shoot down those fighters? They've got ground forces coming too.
Drive, drive.
Fuck them up. Jesus, I got more. They just keep coming.
Talisman is locked on.
Position. Go ahead. I just shot it off. I was gonna say they're dead, bro. What's that guy too? What the hell? There we go. Easy peasy. Clean up the rest of this.
Our special forces have taken the airport. You're clear to land there for supplies. Land at the airport if you're low on ammo. Anti-aircraft gun destroyed. Enemy ground forces are almost completely destroyed. This mission is going smoothly.
Our air battalion is demolished. The Americans are overwhelming us. Enemy forces are almost eliminated. Thanks to government team.
Roger that. You can count on me. I've got a lock on. Fox 2.
Missile strike confirmed.
Wrecking the shit out of that guy. He didn't die. That's crazy. Let's get out of here. Alright, I'm gonna switch guns to the electro, basically shotguns. So I can take these guys out a lot easier.
Enemy reinforcements detected on radar. They're approaching our landing unit at high speed. We can't let anything happen to our landing unit. Drive back the enemy and provide cover.
Talisman, this is kill or be killed.
Enemy reinforcements. This ain't over yet. Enemy forces detected on radar. Approaching from both land and sea. Tank battalion advance. Prepare to intercept enemy
Did I get that guy? Dang. What a tough motherfucker he is.
Roughly half of the enemy reinforcements have been wiped out.
Don't go about this alone. Combine forces and corner them. Keep those exhausted American troops possible.
Garuda 1, drive. Enemy down.
That guy is done.
Missile. Where the hell is it?
What else we got over here?
Lock on.
That's what I like to see,
tank has been destroyed.
Don't waste ammo. Aim before you shoot.
Talisman, we've almost got him.
We had so many soldiers.
Done.
No sign of the enemy on radar.
Oh, I don't have to
They've
get the
been wiped
electro
out
shotgun.
completely.
That's different then.
Mission accomplished.
Apparently, you only have to go after those planes when you
Finally back on the mainland.
go help the ships first. That's good. I love this dual gallon gun. It's so cool.
Let's go home. Back to our loved ones.
Yes, sir.
Take a look.
Good job.
Enemy forces on Rargam Beach have been annihilated, and the landing operation has ended successfully. We are finally able to provide full relief and support to our exhausted forces on the mainland. The American military is in position to advance towards the center of the continent, combine with our forces fighting the resistance, and take out Estovakian forces. Garuda team, you've really earned a great name for yourselves here. Pull yourselves together and get ready for some action up there. We don't want this to be your last mission.
He said, get your shit right.
I had no idea. I should have thought more about the kind of people who would be traveling to Grace Maria. Now that we're in the midst of war. Her name is Ludmilla. She was an Estovakian medical student studying in Northern Navik, a neutral country. Her boyfriend is a soldier in the Estovakian military. She firmly believes that going to Grace Maria will somehow reunite them. It took a long time to get even that much out of her. Most of the time, she hardly says a word. We're certainly an odd pair of travel companions. Two women, hopelessly in search of their loved ones.
Ain't that sweet?
Maybe it's the language barrier. But talking doesn't seem to be our strong point. But I feel we share a common goal that goes far beyond words.
Look at that good old push start.
We've got a large unit of troops on Rollins Plain, around the outskirts of Silvat town. Those troops are isolated with no means of retreat, surrounded by enemies, and on the verge of total annihilation. With our substation as a focal point, the enemy is positioned a full 360 degrees around the troops, with intense attacks pounding away at our line of defense. If we could somehow manage to join up with our besieged forces there, we could considerably strengthen their position. This is where you come in. We need you to free up our surrounded unit and eliminate all Estovakian forces throughout the Rollins Plain. Every minute counts in this operation, so get out there and get things done.
Get out there and get it done. Yeah. I think I just want to use the A10. That's just the one I really like for air-to-ground missions. Or I could use the F2A. That would be halfway decent too, actually. Try it.
How about my weaponry? Garuda team, time to take off.
All planes, listen up. Our forces are completely surrounded over a wide area. We've got 6 sectors of operation to concentrate on. Use your radar to check enemy position and move out to each area.
We better move. Our forces could get wiped out at any second now.
That's right. Our ground unit is on its last legs trying to keep them covered. Return to base if you need supplies. No use fighting on an empty stomach.
Enemy forces approaching. Prepare to intercept.
Ain't gonna intercept shit. Y'all about to die.
Roger.
Box 2. Garuda team, initiate close-range air support. Get out there and hit what you can.
Lost some heads, Talisman. Take care of business. These guys are on our side. Thank God. They're here. Inform all units our reinforcements have arrived. Just like that DJ was saying, our angels are back. Let's get it, Garuda One. Dancing with the angels.
Dancing the angels.
We're counting on you guys.
Yeah.
The Stogies are after our runway. Canadian fighter battalions read me. Enemy ground forces are closing in, requesting air support.
Garuda team, back up Gavial Tank Battalion.
Fire battalion, we can't handle this alone. Requesting air support. What we take care of first. The long-range guns or the tanks out in front. This is Barracuda, Armored Battalion. Can you read me? Requesting support.
The enemy radar vehicles seem to be providing ESM. It's not looking good.
Get in. Get right once more. Time is fine. Air Force, we've been closed in by enemy forces. Please help. We're completely surrounded. We're heading back to the East City. Take out all enemy forces along the bridge. Man, I can't wait any longer. Take it off. Okay, stop.
Enemy radar vehicle destroyed. Knock down their defenses.
All planes, the runway in this airspace is clear for landing. Take advantage if you need help. How do you miss? I've confirmed a gun train on their side. One hit with
Are there any fighters available to cover Barracuda Battalion? All enemy forces are eliminated. Operation accomplished.
Never thought we'd get through this alive. Air Force, our other guys need your help now. We can't afford to lose the entire unit.
We've received a telegram from HQ Command. You're to go after an Estovakian unit that's just started pulling out of action.
I'm a lot better at chasing than being chased. All ground units are to spread out and close in on the Estovakian unit. Show no mercy.
Let's go ahead and try to do a landing, yeah? Here we go.
Aerial tank battalion confirmed. The gang's all here. I'm holding my ground. Trooper battalion, roger. We got your back. Three and six, we've got a problem. Our front line is starting to pull back. Use all your power to get them back. Launch, crash, and burn.
Route 1, you have entered the landing corridor. Lower your landing gear and prepare for touchdown.
There's no rescue chopper.
We clearing. Let's go.
Is this the dance hall? Looks like I missed out on all the action.
All forces, fight to the death for this land. Give them a taste of Estovakian pride.
Enemy tank destroyed.
Wow, that was bad. That was so bad. What the hell?
Careful now. The enemy has you on radar. Bandit at my 12. Locking on.
This mission is going well. All forces, keep the pressure on.
Of course we'll keep the pressure on. We're at war here.
Keep an eye on your 6 o'clock.
The war's barely begun. We're still going after them. Straight 11. You'll take it for this.
Missile was evaded. Missile strike confirmed.
Watch out! The enemy has a lock on you!
Garuda 1, bombs away. Enemy facility taken out. The threat level for remaining Estovakian forces is down to about 60%.
Can't handle the load. Where's this friggin' team? Where is our Air Force? I don't see any of our planes up there.
The threat level for remaining
Got their
Estovakian
asses handed
forces
to
is
them
down to
when it's
about
happening.
20%.
All planes, this is a hell of a dance. Keep up those nice moves.
You shall live and die for Estovakia. Fight them with a will of iron.
All our trusses was fried. Otherwise, out of our hands, this area is not going to let us attack us. Shut up! Box 2.
Enemy facility was destroyed.
The unguided bomb is actually pretty great.
I have him!
Missile strike confirmed.
Careful now. The enemy has you on radar.
done.
Enemy forces have been eliminated from the mission areas. That's enough dancing for today. Time to get on home now.
I could have danced a few more numbers.
I'm still dancing here. Go ahead and leave without me.
Don't give me that, Sky Kid. It's past your bedtime.
You'd make a scary mother, Ghost Eye. But I guess we should be getting back.
There it is. We're almost 2 hours in on this one.
All planes, listen up. Our forces are
Ooh.
completely surrounded over a
We'll
wide
take a
area.
break here after, I think, 9th mission. I'll stop after that one.
Use your radar to check enemy position and move out to each area.
Wow.
We bet.
Our besieged unit is now free, and enemy forces have
I
been
still only got an
annihilated.
A.
Mission
What the hell?
accomplished. Now that our unit has been freed, we are able to join up with them for a considerable gain in our land and air forces. This boost in power enables us to continue advancing east, to recapture our nation, and tighten the noose around Slovakia's military. We now have an open path to Grace Maria. All pilots, best of luck.
Operation A, I got it B. That's what was a problem. That guy's driving way too fast through here.
Who does this guy think he is? No way we'd ever lose to a bunch of guys like this.
Enough already. Take him away.
Lieutenant, I got a little piece of advice for you. Go dance with the angels. Come on! Except I'll bet you couldn't dance your way out of a paper bag.
The prisoners are much different than before. They finally have some backbone and are brimming with confidence. It must be that pilot they're all so fond of that is fueling the fires. Apparently, he fought his way through insurmountable odds to help his fellow soldiers.
Go dance with the angels.
Another defiant one.
Our forces have expanded. Slovakia's military forces in Ania will gradually start to diminish each time
Getting
they
closer.
suffer a loss in various areas. According to intelligence from our Department of National Safety, there's a section where enemy defenses are low, near Salumna Peaks in central Ania. That section of land is an ideal route for our troops to take, in terms of topography and weather as well. We're going to use this route. It's a steep mountain path covered in snow, which is extremely difficult for our ground unit to advance through. It also renders it vulnerable to air attacks. Make sure to cover our ground unit, and if you spot any threats from the sky, eliminate them. If an emergency happens to occur, deal with it in any way you see fit. Once we get past those mountains, we'll be in the center of Ania.
Yeah, we actually got more forces than them this time. I'll tell you what. Let's see what everybody else is doing. Who's playing enlisted? I'll tell you what. I think we'll take a stop there because I think we're halfway through. I think there's 15 missions or something like that. So we'll take a stop there. Appreciate y'all. I might just go ahead and do it tomorrow or the day after that. I'm not sure. Just kind of depends on what's happening. Got 15 days off, so we'll decide. So, all right.